Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Kohaloyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Kahakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well by the Spirit, taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Jacqueline Nawaf is coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. I wanted to touch on this earthquake over in Afghanistan. I know, what's going on over there in the Holy Land. It's kind of overshadowing everything. But this is another major earthquake, man. This has been like, I'm not sure how many this year, but where people are dying in the thousands. And this is a part of end days prophecy. So, we have to touch on everything, man. So let's see if we can get this video to play. Let's see here. Salakia.
Now to breaking news out of Afghanistan. Close to 2,000 people have died there following a powerful earthquake yesterday. That's according to the Taliban, which released those numbers. This morning, they're telling us that the 6.3 magnitude quake struck west of Herat City in the western Herat province, which is the third largest in Afghanistan. The quake was followed by multiple aftershocks. This latest disaster follows a quake that hit Afghanistan in June of this year, killing more than 1,000 people.
There you have it, man. So there's been multiple ones. They don't even talk about that one that happened over in, I think that was Turkey, where it's supposedly been like 50,000 people, 60,000 people. But hey, it's been ongoing. You've had floods, earthquakes. I think India right now is involved in a tsunami, one of those countries. But I mean, it's weather that's out of control right now. We know that it's all about, the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But let's just go off into the scriptures on this. Because like I said, this is prophetic. That's the reason why I wanted to get it, because this is something that the Lord spoke on. And this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. I'm going to start there. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world? Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, or Mashiach, the anointed one, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, which that's what we're hearing about over in Israel right now, which is beautiful, man. I'm talking about this is absolutely beautiful. This thing is growing, man. These prophecies are really coming to pass. It says, See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we're not troubled by it. We know that this is not the end, because we do know that there are more pieces to this puzzle that's got to play out. Still more things that's got to happen, but it's a blessing to watch it happen and to know what's happening while it's happening. Because a lot of people are just kicked back. They just doing their thing. They're watching their sports today. They're watching their football, their, WNBA, their NBA, or whatever the hell else is on. But, people are not paying attention to what's really happening out here, man. But the water to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for giving us the insight, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what's really, really happening out here. Okay, verse 7, it says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes, in diverse places. Which there, in the NLT over here, it says, nation will go to war against nation, which we're seeing that, and kingdom against kingdom, we're seeing that. It says there will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. The brother, one of the brothers, said it was just an earthquake. He said it was an earthquake in North Carolina. I didn't even know that. But, a lot of this stuff is not being reported on because no one, if it's not a lot of deaths involved, you really don't hear a whole lot about what's going on with earthquakes. But they're happening on a day-to-day basis. Even if you look at the earthquake app, they have an earthquake monitor where you can see that there's probably been hundreds of earthquakes today. But they only report on the ones where there's deaths. But like I said, with this attack from Hamas over in Israel, it's being overshadowed, this particular one in Afghanistan, right? I mean, they're reporting on it, but it's not getting as much coverage. Of course, they're shooting all the coverage towards Israel. You know, you're going to get, that's all you're going to hear about right now. They're going to be covering that, you know, and showing you every piece of aspect of that, you know. But anyway, it says all these are the beginning of sorrow. So now let's also get, going to the Apocrypha real quick. Let's go to 2nd Esdras 9 in chapter 1. Let's start there from the top. And it reads, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou shalt see part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So he told us to measure the times diligently. We can see, if you're measuring the times diligently, you should be able to see what's happening out here. You should be able to see what's going on out here, you know, on page to page being flipped. You know, you should be, you know, it's not a skip of page 1 to page 20. You know, you're just seeing it. It's just playing out on a, you know, just page to page, man. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, see that? And uproars of the people in the world. See, we're seeing earthquakes, and you're seeing uproars of the people as well, because there's a lot of uproars of the people that's going on throughout the world, in all these continents, man, throughout all these little cities, all these little, you know, whatever you want to call them, governments or whatever, man. It's uproars of the people. But these earthquakes are happening very, very often, man. And they're happening in places just like sporadically, just everywhere. They're all over the place. They're all over in Japan. They're all over in everywhere throughout the world. There are earthquakes, man. So, you know, we have to keep that in mind, and we have to report on that, just like we report on, you know, anything else. But these are prophecies. That's the reason why it's so important to report on them, right? It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. See? And like I said, again, it is such a blessing to get in the know, to be in the know. Because a lot of people don't know what's going on, man. They just out here, they just whatever, you know? I mean, we have business to handle. We got to go and do things that we have to do, you know, go and get our daily bread, you know, hit the supermarket, go and hit the bank, whatever you got to do, you know what I'm saying? But as we're doing those things, we have Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai in mind, or at least you should have Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai constantly on your mind, constantly praying to him, constantly placing your trust into him, because these things that are about to come down the pipe, people are not going to be ready for it, and it's going to catch them all off guard. That's like those people over in Israel. You don't think that they was caught off guard? They was caught off guard. That's the reason why it happened. That's the reason why it happened the way that it happened, because they were caught off guard, and that's the way that it's going to come. See, the Lord, you know, the Lord is the king of surprises. And the Lord is going to come like a thief in the night. You see what I'm saying? And people are not going to be ready for when the Lord comes like that, because they're not paying attention. But at the same time, too, it's not meant for them to. Because if it was, they would be on point, you know? Because man's goings of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. But I wanted to just touch on this for a hot second, because it's something that, you know I seen it yesterday before I went to camp, and I knew that it was going to kind of be overshadowed by what, you know, with this Israel thing, you know. And they you know, again, you have to really think about these wars and rumors of wars, because Russia and Ukraine Russia getting down on Ukraine right now. And, you know, of course, Ukraine is not being able to get that. I mean, they should have enough, you know what I'm saying, shit, with what's been sent there. But I know with this government shutdown thing, you know, they expanded it for 45 days, but they didn't extend a military package or military aid to Ukraine. So Ukraine is kind of out there on their own right now, you know, but they should have enough. But, you know, a lot of these people, man, they're tired of that, man. So that's going to continue, and that's going to roll on. It's all playing it together, man. All playing together. You got Iran, you got Russia. I mean, it's all playing together, man. China, all the big players are in the game. You know, this is your major Super Bowl that's about to go down, you know, so to speak, you know. It's all coming down to a point of everybody being ready to play this game. Everybody getting ready to get down, man. So, you know, like I said again, you know, the scriptures talks about being, let me grab that real quick. I can end out with that. Also in the Apocrypha, 1611 King James Bible. Also known as the Book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 5 and 15. It says, "Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small." So this may seem like a small matter, but it's a great matter to me, but it's a part of prophecy. So it's definitely a part of the matters that we should be paying attention to, regardless to how small it is or how great it may be, but, so keep an eyeball out here, man. Everything is playing out. So just keep your head on a swivel and continue on praying, continue on reading, continue on stay steadfast in this truth, man. Don't let nobody snatch you, man. Don't let nobody deter you. Don't let nobody come in between you and this truth, man. Everybody else that they want to let them celebrate their goddamn holidays that's coming up, because they're gonna feed them that bullshit Halloween. They're gonna feed them that Thanksgiving and feed them that Christmas, and it's gonna be just is what it is for him, man. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala.